Hey, good evening, everybody. Sammy Thunder here. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are going to be doing a VR for our newest community member, Vintage Collector, Crackerjack Cards. Just joined the community. I think he's already at over like 150 subscribers. So we want to be able to help him out, get him even closer to that 200 mark. His giveaway, he's given away, I believe it's a 64 Yastrzemski and a 69 Jim Hunter card. Both are excellent cards. That said, the rules that he has were to come up with an all-time lineup of some vintage cards, one pitcher, and 8 position players. So we're going to go through the lineup that I've put together, see what y'all think, and we'll go from there. Before we get started, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe and that notification bell to be in the know for future videos. I've got an SGC order on the way that's coming back. It's been graded. Also have a number of card shows coming up. The East Coast National, which I'm really excited about. Got some good plans there ready to go for that. So I'll probably do another video just discussing that a little bit. So definitely keep in touch, y'all. Without further ado, let's go through this lineup. The first card that I picked out, I wanted to try to do my best to get every position player covered. I didn't do that, but I got a number of them, I think. So for example, I wanted to get a first base, second base, third, short, and so forth, but I tried to do my best. First card I picked out, I wanted to get a first baseman, and the rookie card I picked out was Willie McCovey. I might be a bit biased being a San Francisco Giants fan, and also a Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, anything New York or San Francisco Giants related. So I went ahead and I wanted to showcase the All-Star rookie card. This is a classic rookie of Willie McCovey's, and I love the look of this. I love the green, the yellow. I love the profile shot that he has. Obviously, Willie McCovey is part of the 500 home run club. And just him and Willie Mays were just tearing it up, man. Beautiful card. I think it's just a fun one. There's another rookie card, his base card, but this one seems to get more attention. So that was my first card. I'm going to put Willie over here. Next card I picked out. I love this card. Johnny Bench, arguably the greatest catcher of all time. Kind of did a little bit of both from the offensive end as well as the defensive end. And I really love this card. This one is his Topps 1973. I love the profile shot of him catching a foul ball towards actually what looks like the Giants dugout. So Johnny Bench, I think the only disadvantage of him is that his batting average was a little low compared to some of his other catchers, other catcher colleagues. Mike Piazza obviously has the lifetime leading batting average. But Johnny Bench did everything. I think he was close to 400 or maybe hit over 400 home runs, gold gloves, championships, did it all. So you got Johnny Bench. Of course, I can't leave this man out. Hank Aaron, in my mind, the true home run king. I wanted to change it up. I have a lot of 1959 cards in here, so I wanted to make sure I mixed it up a little bit. So I picked out my Topps 1965 Hank Aaron card. It's a great card. I remember I purchased this one off of eBay with it came with a 1969 card that I gave away in one of my early giveaways. But great card of Hank Aaron. Centering is really nice on this. The only disadvantage about this card is that the corners are touched up, but other than that, I really like this card a lot. And if y'all ever go to Cooperstown to check out the Baseball Hall of Fame, they do a great job on commemorating Hank Aaron's legacy. They set up like a whole exhibit just for him. Next card, I wanted to pick out a shortstop. So I picked out, at the time, Ernie Banks, 1959. This is a really cool card. I was thinking about getting this one graded, despite it being just slightly off-center. But Ernie Banks was a great shortstop with the Chicago Cubs. And there are a number of other shortstops I could have picked, but I like Ernie Banks, and obviously a great hitter during his day. Arguably the greatest Cub of all time, although that can definitely be argued. But what a career. Definitely part of the 500 home run club, although was part of that Chicago curse, just could not win a World Series. Moving on, arguably the greatest third baseman to ever play the game. I wanted to change it up again. I had some other Ed Matthews cards, but I wanted to pick out the Topps 1960 Ed Matthews. And this one's a real beauty. Still with the Milwaukee Braves. And I remember I picked this one up at a card show. I wanted to say I paid $10 for this. And there was a gentleman, an older gentleman, who was selling what I believe would be his collection, and gave this to me for $10. So I was really pleased. I bought a number of things from him, and this was one of them. And so I always loved the 1960 design. The 1960 design just really pops. The insignia, the profile shot of him. I love the change of the colors. Every other letter has a different color to it, or alternating colors. So really cool card. Couldn't leave this man out. He is my favorite pitcher growing up. That is my most recent big purchase, which is the Tom Seaver rookie card, shared with Bill Dennehy. And I got this one at the National, actually. I paid $9.75 for this one. This is one of my biggest prized possessions. And it's a double whammy. It's both Tom Seaver, obviously being the greatest pitcher of all time, and also being a high number, so that certainly helps. Next one we have is arguably the greatest player of all time. At least I think so. Willie Mays, his Topps 1954. This one I remember I purchased raw for about $200 or $250 off of one of the Facebook groups, and I sent it in as part of my first submission. It came back at 2.5, which I was more than pleased because I thought it was going to be a 1. So this is one of my favorite cards in my collection, and definitely has to be in the all-time lineup. Just like Willie, just like Hank, cannot leave Bob Clemente out. He's definitely in the lineup. This one's at Topps 1969. I got this one at a flea market, paid about $20 for this, 25 maybe, and I definitely have to go back to that flea market. Hopefully the guy who I purchased this from is still selling cards. He had a huge binder, and I believe one of my oldest videos, when I first got started with my channel, I showcased this card raw. So I gotta see if I can find that one. Now we're going to go back, way back in time, some pre-war era. I wanted to pick out a second baseman, and we picked out Mr. Nap Lajoie. Nap Lajoie, this is one of my favorite T206 cards. I just love the look in his face. I love the hat kind of tilted back a little bit, the hair showing, the bat kind of just off the shoulder. This is a classic shot. I believe it's a desirable card. His cards are always moving around, so it's always a favorite among collectors. But obviously Nap Lajoie with the polar bear back, pretty awesome. And finally, finishing off on a high note, my Topps 1959 Mickey Mantle, can't leave him out. So Mickey Mantle, arguably the most popular player, maybe next to Babe Ruth, but some people might put Mickey Mantle ahead. But anyway, I got this one off a Facebook group online, paid $250 for this one as well, and I sent this in, and this one came back a 4.5, and I was expecting maybe a 2, and I was really, really surprised and pleased at the same time. So this is really awesome. And so that does it for my lineup. I think I picked 9 altogether. Let me just count myself here. Ed Matthews, sorry for the glare. Trying to get everybody in the shot. Let's count this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, I picked 10. Couldn't help myself. So we got 10. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Again, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Check out Crackerjack Cards. He's got a great channel. Got some awesome vintage to show off. And we'll keep supporting the community. All right, take care, everybody. Thank you.